Is it called axolotl?
Axolotl.
Axolotl. Hi everyone, it's Trance from Pwuffy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make an axolotl animal shaker charm. These are super cute animals. I don't think I've ever seen an animal as cute as axolotls.
Okay.
So yeah, I ran out of things to say for the intro, so let's get started. To start off, you will need light pink clay, dark pink clay, light purple clay, and translucent or white clay. Take a large piece of light pink clay and shape it into a smooth round ball. Gently pinch a portion of the ball to make the tail. Make sure everything is nice and rounded, then flatten the fat portion of the shape to make the body. Keep smoothing out any unevenness and make sure the shape is nice, fat, and symmetrical. Next, place the clay into the palm of your hand and press a large dotting tool into the center of the piece to make the shaker cavity. If you do this on a flat surface, the back may get flat. I have a set of large dotting tools with different sizes linked in the description in case you would like to experiment with larger or smaller cavities. Use a smaller dotting tool to make the holes for the eyes. Then make 2 tiny purple balls to place inside the holes. This is optional, but you can also press down on the eyes to flatten them out. For the mouth, you will need to roll out a tiny strip of clay like this and carefully curve it into a smile. This took me many attempts, so don't give up if you need to redo it a couple of times. Place this right between the eyes. Now for the blush, roll 2 slightly darker balls of pink clay. Press these onto the cheeks. Next, we make the ears or the gills, whatever they are. Take a piece of dark pink clay, flatten it out, and shape it into a rounded triangle. One side should be longer than the others. Use a nail dotting tool to make 2 rounded crevices like the shape of a wave. Take the body of the axolotl and stick on these 2 ears or gills. For the arms and legs, roll out a ball of light pink clay and cut off 4 symmetrical pieces. Roll them into balls to compare the size. Take each ball and roll one end into a cylinder, then stick them into the body. You can pinch the tips to make them sharper or smoother. For the little designs on the tail, I'm not even going to guess what those are called. You will need a tiny piece of translucent clay. Roll it out and flatten it into a long oval. Cut this in half, preferably not using your finger as a surface, and stick each piece on each side of the tail. Using the side of a needle tool, make 2 indents on each tail piece. Then stick on your handy dandy eye pin. For those of you without screw-on eye pins, a great way to keep it in is to sharply bend the eye pin before inserting it. That way it hooks onto the inside of your charm. Now for the clay pieces to place inside the shaker, I will be making my standard mini hearts. Feel free to be creative and make your own tiny clay shaker bits, but I'll be teaching you guys how to make these simple hearts. Take a smaller piece of clay and roll it out. Use your finger to fold the piece over the center. Then press down to flatten it. Pinch the end to make the sharp tip of the heart. You can make multiple hearts if you like. Make the clay portion according to the instructions on your clay package. I usually bake mine at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. The first thing I do after baking is secure the eye pin. If you can easily remove the eye pin, apply some super glue on it and put it back in. This way your charm will not fall off when it's being used. The next thing I do is clean off the dust on the charm. If you see any on the surface, take your X-Acto knife and scrape it off. After you're done, brush the powder off with a dry paintbrush. Make sure to clean off the back as well. Now it's time to fill your shaker. I used an assortment of microbeads, glitter, and of course the clay heart we made earlier. You can put all sorts of things inside as well. Here's a compilation of me filling the shaker with stuff. Don't fill the shaker too much so you can give space for the bits to move around. Next, take a sheet of transparent film and place it over the shaker cavity. Trace the outline of the shaker onto the film with erasable marker, then cut it out. Outline the shaker cavity with UV resin. You can later use a brush to smooth over the area. Then take a pipette and fill it with baby oil. Drop it into the shaker until the oil levels with the edge of the cavity. Place this piece of transparent film over the hole and adjust the position so it covers the entire area. Now, cure the resin using a UV light. You don't need it to fully cure, so 20 seconds should be enough. In the case that there are leaks, which is quite common, first wipe off any oil as best as you can. Then outline the edge of UV resin once more and cure. Apply a blob of UV resin over the shaker area for a smoother glazing process. Again, the resin doesn't have to be fully cured yet, so 20 seconds should be enough. A good way to check if there are still any leaks is to press down on the center of the shaker with any tool. If you don't see any air bubble forming, you're good. The last step is to glaze the shaker. Apply a thick coat of UV resin onto the charm and use a paintbrush to spread it around. You should use pliers to hold on to the charm. Since the shaker is filled with oil, you will most likely have to glaze twice to have a smooth finish because oil likes to create little holes in the resin. And here is the finished charm. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be linking all the materials I use in this video in the description below so you guys can check them out and buy them if you need them, or you can replace them with household objects, which we will get to in another video. Maybe you enjoy my content, which is Polymer tutorials or small business tips. Please subscribe and like this video. So my new posting schedule is officially Monday and Thursday, twice a week, and hold me accountable for that. That's all the announcements I have to make, so I'll see you next time. I'm done.